everybody, and thank you so much for tuning into Glam Life. My name is Kristen, and today I am bringing you yet another review of the Jon Renau Jessica, and this is in a new brunette shade, one of my favorite brunette shades actually from the Jon Renau line. This is 10RH16, and 10RH16 is called Almondine. And it's a beautiful, beautiful brunette shade. And y'all know how much I love Jessica. And so I just got her out of the box and I've been playing with her and really trying to get a lot of volume, trying to figure out how she wants to work. And yeah, I love her. I love my Jessicas. And this is another Jessica, and this is in a brunette shade of 10RH16. So I thought I would hop on here this morning and do a video to show you this beautiful brunette color. So up close, it's pretty much just a straight up medium brown. It does have a little bit of gold blonde, or I guess ash blonde highlights mixed in, but those highlights are extremely subtle, and so they mix in very, very well. It's hard to detect, the difference. If you just look at it from a distance, it just looks like a medium brown color, but it's a beautiful color and I really like it. And y'all know how much I love Jessica because it has a lot of volume. It's a mid-length style that's got a lot of volume and a lot of curl going on, which is absolutely one of my favorite things. So I'm going to do a quick spin for you so you can see what she looks like on all sides. This is my right side. And I'm going to show you the back. Such a fun curly style. Just love Jessica. And this is a really affordable style. It's about $125. And most of the time you can get it for 30% off, so you can get a really good deal on it. And I will show you the inside cap construction. It is a standard cap, so that's what keeps the prices low. Inside you're going to find a nice nape, extended Velcro. So we got the extended felt nape with the Velcro adjusters there. And then on the sides, we have just little tiny bendable ear tabs, just really tiny. And then on the other side, same thing. And then we have an open wefted cap with lots of stretch. And then over here on the front, we have a full monofilament cap and just a regular classic cap there in the front. There's no lace. This color is really beautiful. I've had the 10RH16 in other colors, such as my Zara. It's a really pretty medium brown, and it's ever so slightly kissed with some ash blonde highlights, but they're mixed in so beautifully that it's, from a distance it just looks like brown hair, but it actually does have some very soft ash blonde highlights. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. And what I do is I just flip it upside down, really work through it. This is how I fluff my wigs, you guys. I section through piece by piece, pulling up at the roots, and it just it fluffs the wig out, and it gives you that volume. The more you pull up, the more volume. And I just do that over and over until I achieve the desired volume that I'm looking for. And these wide tooth combs are just perfect for achieving lots and lots of fluff. That's really all there is to it. I do this over and over and over. I keep teasing the hair until I get a lot of volume, because I love volume on my curly wigs, especially my shorter styles like this. I love a ton of volume. So I'll just keep working through it. And with this being a new wig, you do have to kind of, you know, unloose the fibers a little bit and work with them to achieve the look. But it's beautiful, and you can definitely achieve a lot of volume with this wig by just working the comb piece by piece. And it's like the more you section it out, the more volume you get. You just keep working piece by piece, section by section. And that's how I get tons of volume. It's that simple. And it's fun. Then you just flip it upside down, put it back on. And we have volume, my friends. Lots and lots of volume. Simple as that. That's how she rolls. And that's how I get tons of volume. And of course, the volume as you're going throughout your day, the volume kind of starts, I don't know, flattening down, you know, as gravity will pull it down. And what I do is periodically throughout the day, I'll take it off, I'll flip it upside down, shake it out, give it a good shake. And then I always keep a wide tooth comb in my purse. So I always have it with me wherever I'm at. And then occasionally, periodically throughout the day, I'll take my wide tooth comb and do the same thing and just kind of keep repeating the process. And then it seems like eventually, as the a lot of the synthetic wears off of the wig, eventually it just kind of gets to the point where it'll stay voluminous. Because my very first Jessica that I had that I love, that's in caramel syrup, that one now when I put it on, it's just kind of like big and poofy and fluffy, and it just kind of stays. I still have to, of course, like detangle it on the bottoms, but it just stays that way. There's not a whole lot of work that I have to do to it. And so I love that. And it's just really nice. So I think the more you wear it and the more it gets exposed to, you know, natural outdoor air, the more it just kind of creates its own and stays very, you know, voluminous. It'll eventually just kind of keep its own and take its own shape. But when you first get them, like I do, out of the box, you have to really work with them to get this kind of volume going on, because it, you know, when you first get a wig, it's kind of flat in the box, and that's why it's always good to shake it out, you know, give it a good shake. And then depending on the curl pattern and the waves of the wig, sometimes I don't want to comb it at all. Like I have a couple of styles where the waves and the curl pattern is so beautiful that I don't want to mess up that style, and sometimes combing it out will actually take away from the curl pattern that's there. And so you don't want to do that if it's something that you really like. But on these kind of waves, on these kind of curls that are more deconstructed and they're just an all over wave pattern, I think when you work through it with a comb on something like this, you just get a lot more fluff and a lot more volume, and it just looks gorgeous. And I love that. And so that's what I found works best on styles like this, but it's not for every style. There's certain styles, like for instance, my, trying to think, Aesthetica Eden by the High Society collection. I have not reviewed that one yet, but I have one that I'm going to review in the future. And the curl pattern on it is so beautiful that I wouldn't want to comb it. Also like Aesthetica's Blaze. that has a real nice kind of like coiled curl pattern. It's beautiful. And I wouldn't want to comb that out because then that's going to take away from the natural curl pattern. But I think on wigs like this, where you can get a lot of bounce going, I think that it's okay, you know, to work with it. And then another thing that I like to do, even though it doesn't have a lace front, I love to put one of these square bands on this kind of style because I feel like it gives it such a vintage look. So when you pull it back like that, it just looks so cute that way. That's another way I really like to wear this wig. If I'm looking for kind of a little bit of a, you know, 60s vibe, which I love the 60s. I love that whole 50s and 60s era. I love the way the women dressed back then. I loved all the pinup styles. I loved the hair. I love big hair, and that's something that I have never had in my natural hair. And I was always jealous of every woman that had big hair because there's something about it. I love it. My sister Dawn, Daily Dazzle and Dawn Stamper, she always had really big, beautiful hair, and I just always wanted hair like that. And it's so exciting because with wigs, I now have that. I can just throw on a wig and go out the door, and I've got the hair that I've always wanted. And my natural hair, being that it is so thin and you know, flat, it doesn't do that. So when I put something on like this, I feel sexy, I feel gorgeous, and I'm ready to face the day. And so I think that that is really, really important. You know, it's important to me, and I know it's important to many of you, and that's what I love about these styles and these wigs, is that, you know, even if you weren't born with it, you can still achieve it and have that gorgeous everyday look. And I think that that's just phenomenal that we have that blessing. You know, it's just so neat, and I just absolutely love it. So this is just one of the ways that I like to style it sometimes, but most of the time with a style like this, since the bangs don't bother me too bad, I'll just wear it as it is and have all that extra volume. But I think it's a beautiful style. I just love it. It's kind of one of those classic styles that I fell in love with after I got my main attraction Broadway. That was like my first main curly style, because I got it off the inspiration of my sister Dawn. And then I experienced Jessica. I ordered it one day in the caramel syrup, and I was just like, wow. And then I did a dupes video. So those of you who are new to my channel, if you go back to my previous video, you'll find that I did a dupes video on how this compares to Broadway by Main Attraction, and there's a lot of similarities with it. They're both very curly, mid-length, you know, stop right below the shoulder kind of styles. In fact, I think Broadway is a little bit shorter than this one, actually. This is a little tad bit longer, but they're kind of dupe styles, and I duped them and showed how the similarities, that there's similarities in a lot of the colors. Main Attraction Nutmeg is similar to the Jon Renau Caramel Syrup, which is really interesting. And then there's also a lot of similarities in the cap construction. They're both budget friendly, and the price point is really, really good. And they both have the classic cap features. So there's no lace front, and that's what keeps the costs low, because the lace front and the 100% hand tied and a lot of those monofilament features do drive the cost up because of the luxurious way that they're designed. Where this keeps the budget, you know, it's budget friendly. You can get this for like $130, but you can get it 30% off in most cases. So you can get it most of the time under $100, which I think is a really good. I think it's great everyday hair. That way you can save your more luxurious, more expensive pieces for special occasions, special days, you know, and you don't have to wear. But these are wigs that are great for just everyday, throw on, go. You still look put together, and it's a great price point that everybody can afford. And so I think that that's very important to a lot of us. You know, it's very important. And the fact that we can have and own a lot of them, if we can get them under $100 and still look gorgeous. I love that. I absolutely love that. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. And I'm really excited about this. Y'all know I love my Jessicas, and of course I love all curly wigs. So I just wanted to hop on here this morning and give you a close look at the beautiful Jessica by Jon Renau, and it's in 10RH16, a beautiful brunette shade. So I hope that everybody has enjoyed this review. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below so that you don't miss out on any future videos. I upload wig reviews on a weekly basis, and I have a lot of exciting fall reviews coming up, some new styles. I have ordered some of the newer styles because I just couldn't resist, and I'm so excited for them to come in, and I'll be able to share what they look like. So very excited. I have some exciting ones coming up. I'll let you know that I did order Claire by Jon Renau, and then I've ordered a couple other ones, one by Gabor and one by Ellen Villa. So very excited about that. Also, in the description box down below, if you click the little down arrow, you're going to find a link to my makeup channel. It's called Full Face and Fabulous. I'd love for you to subscribe there. Also, there's a link to my sister's channel. It's Daily Dazzle and Dawn Stamper. There's a lot of great alternative hair reviews that I'd love for you to check out. And then there's also a link to my Facebook page. You can follow me there for periodic updates. And there's also my email address. If you'd like to send me an email or a comment, I'd love to hear from you guys. And then there's also a link to my eBay store. So again, thank you for being my friend. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I have really found some great friends on here. You guys are really encouraging and supportive, and I appreciate your prayers and your love so very much. It really, really, truly means the world to me, and I do take all of your comments, all of your thoughts to heart, and it really has helped me on days where I'm just down or, you know, just sad, missing my mom, missing my dad, missing my husband that passed away. It just really helps to know that I'm not alone, and that many of you have also lost your mother to a battle of cancer. And, you know, it really helps knowing that I'm not the only one going through this, because for a long time I felt like I was the only one, especially being as young as I am, you know, already being a widow, and then, you know, losing my mother, who was my angel. You know, I miss her every day. I miss her so much, way before she should have ever passed away. She was only 71. And so it just helps to know that I'm not going through this alone, and I'm glad that we have each other to share our hearts with. It really helps tremendously. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of my life, and I can't wait to see you very soon in my next video. Bye.